this Euro. She's up against Radicevic, who scored both in the game today, and 16 overall, and scores comfortably. She celebrates, and the 3-goal lead is back. Horacek has come into the attack. See if that can get things going. It's a completely new lineup across the back. Sertien Hugolin, Canor and Horacek. Deep defence by Montenegro. Čorović has gone on and is playing at the front. That's what she's famous for. And finally Orlan Canor takes the responsibilities that Krumholtz was asking her to take in the team timeout. That was class as well. Still, though, 2-goal lead. Save by Darleux. Nothing given. She looks up. The wings are covered this time. Horacek. Not going to count. Attacking foul against Horacek. There was the shot at the other end, and Darleux covered it all the way. 8th save for her. The irony is that France's shooting effectiveness overall is actually better, but I'm afraid both teams struggling. They're not good stats for either. Nice breakthrough. Celebrations even on the side by Radicevic. Jukovic teased the ball up to Burnovic, and she scores against a club teammate at Brest. And again, 3 goals up, Montenegro. Wingers have changed as well with Lassource and now Toublanc on the right-hand side. Sertien Hugolin, who's not quite managed to get into this game yet, number 19. Drives in. Horacek. Oh, yes! Straight through. Immediate claims that she stepped on the way in. Let's have a look and see. That's a couple of steps to me, not 3. It was an optimistic claim. Nicely put away. Horacek with her 16th goal of the tournament. But still, Montenegro have the initiative. They've gone back to a more traditional 5-1 attack now, with Jukovic starting at the left back. That's gone wide of the goal. It's going to be a free throw. She immediately claims 2 minute suspension. She gets it. Canor is off. And that's going to help Montenegro's... well, it's not. It's Horacek. She doesn't look too happy, the 27-year-old Metz player. She was holding from behind. And so another power play. It's France's 3rd 2 minute suspension of the game. Montenegro have had 4. Rather terse exchange, it seems, between Beatrice Edwige and Jukovic. Burnovic goes in on the line. Oh, yes! Oh, blocked nicely. Close the door. Got the loft that well, Lassource. And Coralie Lassource, the Brest winger, puts France back to within 1. Well intercepted the ball as well. Two quick goals by France and the game looks different again. It has to be Frustrating for Montenegro, though, on a power play, giving away a goal. Jukovic, oof! It's lucky the whistle had gone, because that ball went straight into the face of the keeper. But she was under pressure, in fairness. Burnovic now shifts to the other side. Now she drops back in front of Jukovic as Gribic comes around to try and exploit a bit of space in the middle. Did well. She was under pressure. She was running to the left and then realised the gap was there, tried to readjust but couldn't get any momentum on the run. We are past the midway point in the second half with this nicely poised all of a sudden. Free throw, but a passive play call. Jukovic runs into the defender. And a 2-minute suspension again for France. Double suspension. And once again, Jukovic in the thick of it. Canard goes off.
2-minute suspension for number 21 of France, Canard.
Well, Popovic theatrical on the side as ever. Jukovic, who's taken a bad blow, still down. And Darleux is there with her as well, club teammate. Canard, who plays for Rapid Bucharest in Romania, has taken a seat on the bench. Anxious looks because she's the last player that they'll want to lose, Montenegro. Jukovic has scored 4 goals and had 4 assists. Here it is again. She landed on top of Canard. Gets up and seems to be okay, and there will only be 4 defenders in front of them. She doesn't have to go off under the injury rule because the player has been sanctioned for the action on her. But doesn't look in any state to continue for the moment. She'll come off, and so a little bit of readjustment needed at the back. But Burnovic is going to find herself in acres of space, and they put on the second line player, Ali Vodic, as Jukovic takes a seat on the bench. So play resumes then. Ali Vodic starting in left back, but she'll go in on the line. And Pletikosic has returned as right back. Here she comes, straight through. Nice big space for her. 3rd goal. And the 2-goal lead is back. Darleux tried to spread herself. Shot too quick. Pletikosic, who did well in the first half. Then Godec has replaced her for a bit. She's 3 from 3 in the match. France have got one of their suspended players back on again. Fopa, who immediately goes to put the block on Ranicevic, who's individually marking Zadi. Flip, that's an attacking foul. Flip runs into the defenders. They are just slightly losing their way, France. Batinovic with her 8 saves, 44% save rate, has had a huge game. So still a power play for Montenegro for another 45 seconds here. Gribic into the line. Penalty. Oh. Burnovic has gone down heavily. She turns around, Edwige. Let her go, but as she fell on her shoulder after shooting. And that's not good news either. They've already got Jukovic off, and now she's holding her right shoulder. But she's staying on. She's walking up court, where goalkeeper Batinovic has come down to greet her. So Ranicevic, 4th penalty. And scores again. In her last match for Montenegro, this would be the dream ending. Trying to tempt her, but she wasn't having it. There's some of the reserve players of Montenegro. Menunggu. So France are back to full strength again. That's come off a defender. That will be a throw in from the corner. Three goals down again, France. The initiative slipping from one to the other. France very briefly had it, and Philippe has taken a slap to the face on the way through. Team timeout called by France. Krumholtz uses his third and last one as we see the incident again. Ali Vodic catching her.
Vous faites que du 1 contre 1 décalage, bordel! Si vous lancez du Yago là, il faut y aller là! Il n'y a que des temps morts et elle monte! Il faut jouer, bonsoir, vous jouez pas! Vos préparations d'attaque sont trop longues! Ça leur permet de monter! Il y a encore largement le temps, mais il faut jouer, bordel! Et aider le porteur de balle et enchaîner! Camille, tu y vas! Grâce, tu sors! Allez,
on va jouer un Yago et je rentre parce que la poste de droite va
Vas-y.
toujours. Yago Valo. Allez, fais-le. À de droite. Allez,
Merci. Well, he's saying the attacks are too long, and that's allowing them to push up a little bit in defence and get organised. Getting very frustrated. So play resumes. Zadi has come out and Horacek goes back in again. On the wing, Valentini is returned on the far side. Tout blanc here, the whistles continue for the Montenegrins. There's no space on the wing, they'll bring it out. Oh, poor pass, it's gone out of play. And France's attack has completely unravelled here, as it did against Norway in the second half. I'll come to think of it, in the first half too. Montenegro playing superbly here, and they are just spoiling the French attacks. And as they can't break through, the attacks get longer and longer, and they just suck them in and then eventually force the mistakes out of the French, who are now on 11 turnovers. Jokovic! Oh, good save, picked up by Tout Blanc. Philippe goes diagonal. It's going to be a free throw, good defending. Letikosic covered it. I have to say though, Valentini did incredibly well to hang on to it. There's the shot. The save comes out. And that is save number 9 for Darleux on a 35% save rate. So the captain and Zeminko trying to urge the team on, but time is against them, France. We're coming up to the last 10 minutes. And that is Alison Pinault, French playmaker, not selected for this European Championship, an absolute legend. Pinault, who scored just shy of 700 goals for France, but has been here supporting her teammates. Sertien Golin, who hasn't shot, she's just not taking the shots, not drawing the defence, and for the second attack running, France put it out of play. And Montenegro stand on the cusp of something special, but Krumholtz, utter frustration. She's going to come off. Jana Popovic has got it just right. France, who controlled the main round match so well against Montenegro, have looked a shadow of themselves here today. Gribic, little handoff, Jokovic, free throw. And we are now into the last 10 minutes of the game. Passive play now call against Montenegro. Jokovic puts that one way over the top, nothing given. Darleux looks for the long pass. Horacek. There's no space there, they'll bring it back out again. Granier drops deep and they get organised. And again, as Krumholtz was saying, France not moving the ball as well on this phase 2 attack. They've had virtually no phase 2 because Montenegro have been so quick to come back and shut them down that it's gone into organised phase, and there the French just hadn't been able to control it. Oh, unlucky for Batinovic, a bit of a deflection. Cano gets a third. right thing. They flat the defence. Keep in fact moving the wrong way. Not too much cheering going on there on the French side. They realise they're up against it. Batinovic, I think you can forgive her that one with a touch to deflect it. She's still on a 42% save rate. Gribic, who's had a quieter second half in terms of scoring, but has teed up very nicely. Into the wing. Off the post, comes out again. They've covered so well. Radicevic was so fast up court. Valentini couldn't have got it. Deborah Lassource comes back into the attack. Completely different lineup at the back to that started the match with all the experience. Horacek into the line. Fopa pulled back away from the ball, gets a free throw. Gribic, the player. So they're marking Cano now. They know how strong she is. By going in, Horacek managed to flatten. Oh, that was very high around the neck. And so off goes the captain, Jovanka Radicevic. Just caught her. It was very brief. Not ill-intention, it was just clumsy. There it is. Let's go, but the harm is done. Montenegro, who have defended solidly, they had plenty of movement, have got to really work it hard here. Fopa would have been too many steps anyway, but she gets a free throw. She was being held all the way around. Fopa in this match with only 2 shots and scored 1, just not quite getting the same service as the backline falters. Zadie has come back on for the power play. Cano, oh, brilliant save! Batinovic, number 9. She has had a huge game with a foot. Batinovic, who plays for Gloria Buzău in Romania. Team timeout to Montenegro. So far, so good.
Kitana i Gina. Tanja je ovde. 6 desno. Dobiješ povratu. Da, dobiješ povratu. Ideš na gol. Sputiš se ovde na trojku. Tanja drži četvorku. Gina dolazi na leće. Fej. Ajde, ajde! Ajde! Se vraćam. Ona vidjeti. Ali sprint nazad. Treba nam jedan gol. Za nas. Sve jednom radi.
Well, Radicevic may be glad of the 2-minute suspension. She's the one with the most playing time in this bronze medal playoff. 52 minutes of the match she's been on already. It's her first break. Last instructions as Godec goes on. Put on the second line. Oh, nearly worked. That was clever play. They didn't put their winger on immediately, and Granier came on, nearly stole it. 6 minutes since Montenegro last scored. Ball is stolen, empty goal. Oh, put it wide. Well, all those missed chances are going to come back to haunt them. The breakthrough shot saved by Batinovic, the empty goal. And Valentini drops ahead. If they'd got back to within 1, what a different game it would have been. And Montenegro are weathering the storm very well here while they're short-handed. They've gone back to a deep 5-1 now with the extra player, and Ziminko is up front. Jukovic, bit of gap down the middle. Oh! Ball knocked out of her hand unfairly, say the referees. She keeps possession. 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes for a famous victory, a first victory in 10 years against France. And those medals behind may not be for France. Nicely stolen. Montenegro do just need to stay concentrated now. Oh, beautifully lofted over the keeper. Deborah Lassource with her second brings France back to within one. There's the tee up. Tried to feed it back into the line, but the ball snatched out of the area by Deborah Lassource, and then she's the one that comes up to finish it. Just over the fingertips. She touched it. Well, all credit to Montenegro. They have really taken the fight to France. 7-all only in this second half. Solid defending, but also it's a save. Djokovic is down. Play on, say the referee's doing the advantage, but now they've stopped it. And Edwige. Djokovic. He goes down. Let's have a look again. Well, I think it's just that when she landed, she hammered her head against the ground. The question is going to be, and Edwige is trying to calm Krumholtz down, veteran of the team, Edwige, 34 years of age and 149th international. And I'm wondering if there's a sanction coming her way, but the block looked okay. Meanwhile, Krumholtz has got himself a yellow card, getting very worked up, and Djokovic goes off again. She just landed heavily, her head bounced on the ground. No sanction against Edwige, quite rightly. It was a solid block in front, but she was in front of her. Zadi. Deborah Lassource. Oh, they've leveled it! 4.5 minutes to go, and France, from 2017 down, have drawn level. Batinovic beaten this time. Lassource, good enterprise to go find the gap. She's a new player, first major competition. They were more worried about Zadi and Zeminko. Lovely little block, but she steps inside the area. Swung her arm over the top, and Montenegro in danger of losing it here. They're rushing the attacks all of a sudden, having played it well. Goals have been hard. Oh, stepped well on the line with the left foot. Goals have been hard to come by for both teams. This may well be a record for the lowest scoring second half in a Euro at this rate. We've only had 15 goals. Zadi, that's an attacking foul, surely, is it? Well, they've got away with it. Zadi will be greatly relieved. Referee signalling that the defenders arrived too late. Fopa, Zadi, and Zeminko. Lassource, passive play now, Zadi! And Zeminko comes in between, grabs the ball and puts a shot away, and can you believe it? 4 goals without reply, and France are back in front. 3 minutes to go. Big gap. Third and final team timeout called by Montenegro.
Recite si vi bez lopte dalje i gode su sada teren, da je taj lopte. Svi se isto preći bez lopta, svi učestvujemo. Ajde, gledamo go, bre! Ajde, bre! Za Crnu Goru, svi!
Well, is Radicevic going to have a farewell performance spoiled by France? Montenegro, I would say, over the course of this match, have had the better of it for the longest period. But it has been about mistakes, this match. And now suddenly it's Montenegro who are making the unforced errors. And they're up to 10 turnovers, France on 12, very unusual. And in that 10-minute spell, France have scored 4 goals without reply. Defending inside the area, that'll be a penalty and a chance to level it. Clock still running, 2.5 minutes. Burnovic goes in. Both were just inside the area. She hasn't yet stopped one of Radicevic's penalty, Darlu. Oh, beautiful. Drops her wrist back and runs it off her fingertips. All 5 of the goals coming from the 7-metre line. Takes the pace off the ball and just drops it over her head. Brilliant. Well, they needed that. And we're coming up to the last 2 minutes. If it's tied at the end of regular time, there will be extra time. 2 times 5 minutes. Looks to the line. Free throw. They got 3 bodies in behind Foppa, so she couldn't turn. She thought she was through. But France have really struggled to find Foppa on the line. Great defending by Montenegro. And that's been called against Foppa with a rather theatrical fall back. And so 1.5 minutes. Montenegro. The Montenegrin fans are jumping up and down on the far side. Everything's shaking. And Zeminko deep. Joko